In this video, Patrick and I go on an adventure. The goal was to get up to Red Bluff, Mississippi for some good riding. Unfortunately, I got my first flat tire. That's unfortunate, and I did not bring a spare tube with me. And so it became my first opportunity of changing the tube without changing the tire. Of course, easier said than done. Well, on with it. Alright, so Patrick's taking me on a ride up to some kind of bluffs in Mississippi that I've never been to. So, I think he's going left. Yeah, it's like 7:15, maybe 7:30 in the morning, and we're leaving my apartment in downtown New Orleans. I'm gonna hit the highway for a little bit and then get off the interstate and take other roads. So yeah, so far so good. Early morning in the Crescent City, the city that Care forgot. The Big Easy. The Big Sleazy. We got all the names here. And we are now in Mississippi. On our way to the bluffs and the curves and lots of good riding as Patrick has promised. How do you feel about your bike?
I like it. Like it a lot.
So far it's a nice ride through a rural part of Mississippi. We're not in the aggressive turns yet, but there's been a couple good ones so far. But it's nice, it's not too sunny, it's a little overcast. Yeah, we're gonna test the drone. My only second time taking it up. Well, I officially have my first flat tire on the way to a nice ride up in Mississippi. Damn it. That's unfortunate, and I did not bring a spare tube with me or the tools I need to change it. So now the adventure is to get back to New Orleans, and we're an hour and a half maybe away. Oh, my tire, my beautiful tire. Now I'm gonna try to get the bike home and then change the tube myself. I'm taking Patrick's FJ09 for a little test ride as we wait for a rescue. Very different than my bike. The height is good for me, but it's got a lot of power. So that's nice. The throttle feels weird to me, but you know, different bike, different throttle. It just doesn't feel as smooth. I don't know what this thing has, but the ride-by-wire is just really such a smooth throttle. Yeah, see, I hit a bump and it made me made me skip a little bit on the throttle. That triple engine though, which by the way, this thing is way aggressive in the turns. I'm taking it easy because it's not my bike and I'm not used to it. But Patrick can shred these turns. I can feel that the bike can do it no problem. Gets up the speed so fast, that's really nice. Back in New Orleans, back at the apartment. Just gotta take off the tire and see what's going on with the tube. But I'm feeling lazy. I'm Bob. I didn't get to complete the ride. Patrick went on without me, and Dale was awesome enough to bring me back to the apartment. So, thanks, Dale. Cheers. Okay, so it's Monday evening. I decided to break my diet, and Caitlin and I went out to dinner Saturday night and had beers, and then did something basically the same on Sunday. So, and then I worked today, so I'm only now getting to the flat tire. Step 1, cook pizza. All right, so first thing, if you've never taken your rear tire off, is you gotta undo the bolt here. You gotta crack it. The nut, a washer, and then the billet wheel adjuster. It's really hot in this garage. It would have been really, really hot yesterday, so one of the reasons I didn't really get around to it. I'm not gonna sit here in the garage and mess with this, so what I'm gonna do is actually take the wheel off, bring it upstairs to the apartment, and work in air conditioning. So you do have to remove your rear brake caliper. Once you've loosened the rear axle, you have to slide the axle out from this side. So that's the rear axle. Grease on it, I'm gonna put it. Now that the axle's off, I'm gonna push the wheel forward, hopefully. Take the chain off. Oh yeah, it's way harder if you don't take the chain guard off. So make sure you take the chain guard off, because I didn't.
You are a work in progress.
So here I'm using soap and water just to kind of lube up the tire. Then it's time to break the bead. Then I got the bead over the rim, and that's the old tube. It had a slight little puncture in it. I'm guessing it got pinched after I hit a big bump. That's Rupert. And just putting some baby powder on the new tube. There we got Leroy. Got the new tube in easy enough, but then, man, it was tough getting that last 30% of the rubber onto the rim. Alright, so after a really pain in the ass, difficult struggle, I got the tire back on, and now we're just gonna put the rear wheel back on. So at this point, we just grease the axle, put the rear tire back on, remount the brake caliper, and then we're gonna just, we gotta go see Jaws at a brewery here. So we're gonna just take it off the center stand and make sure that it's holding air once there's weight on it. Now, of course, I will torque this up to the proper rating later, but this is right now just to make sure I changed the tube successfully, because it's my first time ever changing a tube, and hopefully I didn't pinch it. It was so
so hard. It's so hard. Hopefully we're good.
Well, so the tube is holding air. So I guess I didn't pinch it, which I'm kind of surprised about, to be honest. So I guess I'm all good. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, take care and scramble on.